me double check. I'm going to double check on
live.
the Facebook page. We're going to do this podcast live. It's been a while, guys. We missed you.
I miss you all.
I miss you 3,000.
I miss you 2,999.
Let's see. Is our video popping up?
Oh my God. Let's
Look.
just talk. It's going. There's a red light on. Come on.
Don't freak out, baby. It's not dead air. Don't worry about it, honey. Honey britches. I'll be your Huckleberry. Don't worry about it.
We'll watch you play on Facebook then.
I'm just making sure we're live, and now we are. We're our own production team. We don't have John Paul Labate today.
No.
It's just us two and your dog that might trip a bunch of shit.
Leave. I know.
We're doing this in the makeshift Sweat Lodge studio. I'm happy to say we'll probably have a new studio in the next couple weeks. Pretty excited about WeWork coming to Tampa Bay, baby.
That's unrelated. We're not getting a studio at WeWork.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe a WeWork-esque place too.
Right.
There's a bunch, but that seems to be the lead dog. We'll see. Sweat Equity Podcast and Streaming Show. I'm your host, Law Smith, with Eric Regiger. We're giving that girthy ROI, that 69 B2B kind of love, and hashtag Sweat Equity Pod. We're at sweatequitypod.com. Hey, this show.
Hey.
We do this show. Hey, boy. We do this show for the love of the game, but if you want to help us out, the best way to do that is share this show with someone who needs some entrepreneurial help and likes dick jokes, because that's what we're about.
Give me money.
That's what you want to say.
Exactly. But eventually, we'd like to make some dough on this.
Yeah,
someday.
that'd be great.
Right now, to help us out, if you want to help us out, you can share the show, write a review, write any comment. We like any of it, good or bad.
Yeah.
The worst is nothing.
Emojis.
The worst is if I do stand up and I didn't piss off a crowd. I didn't make them laugh, but I didn't piss them off.
Silence would be weird.
The worst is just like,
It
so
was fine.
we've got some insecurities with our commenting of all. We see the numbers and the people that the commenting is not there. Anyway, that's another rant when we get the show going officially. If you want to help out the show, try grasshopper.com/sweat. What camera am I looking in? This one right here?
Yes,
Yeah.
the one you always look at.
Well, we got like 3 different lights going on. Okay, guy? Okay? What is this, Murphy Brown? Okay. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. That gives you the hookup on a business phone line. I've got it on my phone. Gets you $50 off. Don't get Google Voice and think that you can use it. When you need Google Ads, they'll take your line down. Plus, you sound like a jabroni when it's saying you're calling a Google Voice line.
Yeah.
You want to do your own hustle, you want to do your own brand, you want to be an Instagram influencer with a phone number, try grasshopper.com/sweat. We hitting this in repeat background mode?
Just talk.
All right, I'm just going to keep going. Go freshbooks.com/sweat. We use FreshBooks instead of QuickBooks and Xero because we get that direct deposit the next day. Don't wait around for your money sitting in purgatory. Get it the next day. Go freshbooks.com. You can send invoices. You can do your accounting. It's easy peasy, Japanesey. Go freshbooks.com/sweat. And Warby Parker, warbyparkertrial.com/sweat. Get your glasses. You get 5 to try on at home.
Wear them around the house.
And
Make a night
I'm
of it.
getting really mad at the people that I know in my personal life that I tell them, hey, you paid $600 for your glasses, and you know we do a podcast and Warby Parker sponsors it.
Just paying $600 for glasses, that's upsetting.
It's
in
a
itself.
twofold. I'm pissed in 2 dimensions, basically. Like, I'm like, it's the multi-dimensional universe or something. I'm like, I'm pissed and my brain fragments. And I'm like, what? I can't even know. I don't even know what I'm more pissed about.
You have to pick a path.
And you can get your prescription sunglasses done on Warby Parker. I did it. I wear them. I've got them in my bag. I'll pull them out for the next episode. Maybe this episode. I don't know. They look good on my horse head. They'll look good on yours. warbyparkertrial.com/sweat. These links will be in the episode description, as well as our new sponsor, Roan Apparel. Roan Apparel's like high-end workout gear. Now they've got a lot more going on. I knew them when they were a startup 10 years ago. If you want to be like the badass, you want to have the best, better than any Nike Pro Combat, better than any Under Armour, anything that's out there, Roan is the shit. My buddy Chris Egger, his twin brother created the company way back when, 2009.
Was it his twin?
It was.
Oh.
He's the twin that's the model on the website. I think that's kind of cool in a weird way that they're they're getting so big that now they're sponsoring this show.
Yeah.
So I love that. You need to go to where's our link? We need to go to
No, you just saying beforehand.
Tryroan.com.
First and last time.
Tryroan.
Sponsors this
Look,
show.
I'm rusty, man. Tryroan.com/sweat. Tryroan. That's RHON. Roan. Tryroan.com/sweat. Now, let's get this motherfucker started.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity.
We'll do it live.
Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
God damn, I'm looking at this live feed. Looks good, baby.
What about my sweat equity?
We'll do it live.
Here's the problem. Oh, you got that lined up.
Do it live.
Nice.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Yeah, I love it so much. I listen to it.
What's that dude? Who's that? Again?
Fucking thing sucks.
It's Bill
Oh,
O'Reilly.
yeah.
You can just, on this one, listen to how
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
He gets all flapped up.
I think
My
that's because
favorite.
that's the rage that's inside us a lot of the day.
Yeah,
Because everyone's like, man, what an asshole. I'm like, no, I empathize with that.
I know.
I
Well,
want to do that all day. It's just, what
Oh.
the fuck?
if that was you or me, I would do the same shit and laugh just as much.
Look, we promise if this show gets big enough and we've got a bit
Make
sorry.
some space.
And we get a bigger kind of broadcast going, you'll see both of us freak out at different times like Bill
Oh
O'Reilly.
yeah,
Was it Bill O'Reilly?
Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly. I don't
Yeah.
know why I'm drawing a blank. Look, man,
Fucking thing sucks.
did you just splash on that
That's part of
that
it.
logo on here too?
Oh, yeah,
Wow,
baby.
God damn, you're producing and hosting at the same time. We don't even need John Paul anymore.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Let's
Idiot.
drink one for him.
Hope you're working real hard. Can't be working with us.
What have you been working on? You just showed me a very awesome graphic that I didn't set you up because
Oh.
you should have been able to put it on the
Oh yeah.
screen.
Well, I mean, we'll just have to describe.
We've got an XFL team. The XFL is starting, which is kind of just, hey, the Arena League died, so I guess we'll just be that now.
Right. Well, we need something else.
And so I am miffed at the team names and how they come up with them. It's
Just-
like they just got a generic Madden like
Yeah. Yeah.
like
exactly.
name generator.
Right. When they didn't have the NFL licensing.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
the
whatever.
fake Madden games.
Right.
The ones that were like it'd be like almost like a Chinese version, like NFL, too much fun.
Yeah.
1997.
Comes out on clearance immediately.
Yeah.
Half price.
Football, very good. In 64.
No, my.
Tampa Bay Vipers.
Yeah.
Or here's my thing. It's like the when they were the Devil Rays, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the MLB team.
Right.
Now the Rays makes a lot more sense. At least it's a sunshine of
Yeah.
a sunshine ray.
Double entendre.
That at least makes sense. And then you can use Rays as raise up kind of stuff. There's a lot to work with there, but a Devil Ray is not really in Tampa Bay. If anything, we should be manatees or maybe Marlins,
The
but
manatees. that'd
maybe
be sick.
Tarpons would be. I like alliteration.
Anything.
Well,
Well,
Tarpons is the minor league team.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I get really perturbed by sports team names that don't make sense.
Yeah, the Vipers. What is it? I mean, we don't walk around in our yard. Look out for the Vipers, kids. It's like there's nothing. I mean,
It's better than garden snake.
is a rattlesnake a viper? What is even a viper considered? Is it its
Viper's
own snake?
poisonous. I thought it's like a cobra, right? I'll look it
I
up
don't know.
while we're here. But I want to look up all the XFL names while we're on it. But man, it's one of those things where brand naming is very underrated, and I don't understand people that are like, maybe we should spend like 5 more minutes in the writer's room,
Right.
and a whiteboard,
Yeah.
throwing out some stuff. Or you're the XFL, you clearly don't really care that much. Do a fan contest, like do a vote on it. Seattle Dragons, a lot of Asian people there. Okay.
That's a good. I wouldn't have put that together.
St. Louis Battlehawks. I feel like that's got some kind of Air Forcey military vibe to it.
I was gonna say Native American.
Okay. But it's got like it's like an eagle's crest like this with a sword in the middle.
Yeah, still Native American. for
A
me.
sword.
They probably had swords.
Mm-hmm. Taking some liberties. The Los Angeles Wildcats.
Nice and
Cool.
vanilla.
I guess there is. Technically, LA is a desert, but it's like, come on, we can do DC Defenders. the Dallas Renegades.
It's like a guy 5 minutes before a big press conference just was like, "Fuck it, I'll just
These
run
all
the
look
DC, Defenders. That's fine.
I'm
Tampa Bay
almost.
Vipers, fuck it."
You could tell me they sent them all to someone on Fiverr to get made.
Yeah, but
I'm only spending $5 each on these.
yeah,
All right.
it's a bunch of guys in India doing it.
Look, you better give me that transparent version, or I don't know how to put this on the site.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't need any other edits. So it's like the Houston Roughnecks. Okay, I'm good with that. It's a big oil derrick, but it's not really. It doesn't have like
That's
the
gonna be
human.
dated in a
It
minute.
has an oil derrick. Like there will be blood. Can you see it?
Yeah,
It's like, I'm an oil man.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I drink your milkshake.
like,
I drink it up.
why hold on to that? The
Yeah.
oil. I mean, the
They're really.
what was it? The Houston
I think they're really
wind
poking the
farm.
bear at liberals in that one.
Yeah,
Because they're like, we're
Definitely.
XFL wrestling. We're so right, hardcore. We're just going to be called. You might as well be the oil derricks or like
Yeah.
fracking.
yes,
The fracks.
the fracking, the Houston, the fracking.
Houston, the fracks.
The fracking.
So you made a good parody one. We'll put up on either your Instagram
Yeah.
or the Sweat Equity one and repost. But I like it.
Tampa Bay Vapors.
Ooh,
That would have been apropos. Yeah,
a lot of vaping going on.
Yeah.
It annoys me in an old man way.
sure.
I don't think it's bad as I don't know I don't get the PR news. I guess maybe it's not tobacco that's against it. I'm trying to figure out who's pushing these stories where kids are dying
Yeah, I
because
don't-
kids die of a lot of shit.
sure. Yeah,
It's
I
like
don't,
8 kids
I don't
died.
know.
And it's like,
I'm just like,
what did he put in there? He probably put something that he wasn't supposed to put in there.
yeah, or who knows what these people are doing? I mean, they do like mods on it to make it like a car battery, firing it up so they could fill an entire. And it's just like, okay, well, those people are stupid.
It's honestly why I don't like that if I were to smoke, allegedly if I were to smoke marijuana, I wouldn't like the cartridges and the pins like that because I feel like I don't know what I'm getting now. I feel like 4 years ago, a little bit better,
I don't know.
a little safer.
You think?
Yeah, because when markets get so big like this and a product grows so fast, you get shit that's. It doesn't even matter if it's on the black market or it's legit. It's one of those things where it's like, or the gray market even, which is kind of where this lives, is like because it's not illegal, but there are a lot of legalities to it, so it's in the gray market.
It's one of those things that like, at worst, what could happen? At worst, you're getting less marijuana oil.
But you can find the flower. Is my point. Is like,
Well, sure.
and I kind of like the ritual.
Yeah.
If I were to smoke,
and to me, they're two different kind of things. The same with edibles. Like edibles should be a completely different drug. Don't. It's just
yeah, edibles are.
there's
like,
all kinds of different effects, but like on oil, what besides not giving you the amount of THC oil that you think you're getting? Realistically, I don't know what could like they're not taking like other stuff and putting it in there just to kill people.
No. But I'm not saying it's like what is it, baby laxative and cocaine in the
Right.
80s or something like
They're not
that. I'm
cutting it.
saying like it's like when you have some states that are recreational and cool with it, and you have others that clearly aren't. That it does create that gray area, that gray market of like, and just my judgment of like, well, that synthetic weed shit that was going down like 10 years ago and 5 years ago, like that's crazy. I don't understand that.
was yeah.
I don't know
remember
who's
that.
had trouble finding real weed.
Hey,
Like, I mean,
I
look,
did.
there's times where you're like,
I tried it.
what? Maybe I know, but I'm saying like you'll try it. You're a scientist in that way.
Oh yes,
Your body's,
my body is an amusement park.
but that you're doing hypothesis testing.
Yes.
But you see, like a lot of these guys that I get that. That seems, and it's almost like a sister to those like stimulants at gas stations they used to have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like Spanish Fly and
Yeah,
all this weird
trucker,
shit you could buy at
Trucker's Friend or whatever it was called.
gas station bathroom
Yeah.
and shit. And so it's like, it's almost like when someone tries to tell me they're really into anal, and I'm like, yeah, but you got you want to put your car in a carport, but you got a great garage right next to it.
Mhm. Go on.
Where's my rim shot?
Go on.
That's it. That was it.
these people that love anal? What are their names? Who are they?
I thought. Well, I was saving your name from that story. But
Besides mine.
you like the power. That's what you told me.
Yes.
And that's why you like vaping. You like the power of having a plume of smoke.
Do whatever I want.
You like having that big
I'm
plume.
an American.
You know, you like peacocking
Yes.
in public. Like that
do,
annoys
do
me.
all the vape tricks.
I know it's
Donuts.
not smoke, right? I know it's not smoke, and I know I sound way old man river but I'm like, I don't know. It just looks kind of shitty when you see a fucking high school kid or a college kid just fucking like a dragon everywhere.
I'm not saying vaping is fine. Like we don't know what's happening with vaping. It might.
But we have such a cock thing going on too. Whose biggest plume?
Right.
Like that's the weird thing. I think
That is weird, but it's just like I don't know. I don't think it's good, but it'd be the same as like newsflash: smoking cigarettes is bad.
Yeah.
And then all the parents go like, "Oh, did you hear about this? All these, what happens when you smoke cigarettes?"
But
yeah.
for a while, it's like it ain't bad. It ain't that bad. Like people.
Oh, back in the day, they
could
give
have a
pregnant women
goddamn
cigarettes. Settle down, lady. Like,
steak.
smoke a cigarette.
A steak and a highball and an American spirits and call that a 4 o'clock dinner. Yeah.
I mean,
beat your mistress, go home, get the pot roast.
They do
good times.
It is
Better
good for
times.
like Parkinson's or something.
What?
Something to do with like a nervous system.
What is?
Yeah. I don't know if it's smoking cigarettes or if it's the tobacco, nicotine, what it is, but I think that's right.
It's a lot better. So look, the vaping's a lot better than cigarettes. So to me, that's always a step in a better direction. I just think it looks stupid.
The smell is way better, if anything.
I'm weird. I kind of like a good cigarette smell.
I do
sometimes.
too, but I'm just saying in general, people like don't.
It's kind of like a coffee shop. I like the smell of the coffee shop, but I don't really love the taste of coffee.
Right.
I just
or
drink
like
it
a
to
cigar
move on.
cigar bar.
Oh yeah.
Love the smell.
Well, that's a trigger smell for me because my house. I grew up. My dad smoked cigars inside.
Yeah.
And so I go to school in 7th grade smelling like
looking like a catcher's
an old
mitt.
Cuban. But yeah, man. The XFL. Are you able to bring the graphic up?
No, I'm not able to bring the graphic up.
Do you want to just twist your computer around, or is that going to meta create like 40 windows?
Oh, I don't know. I could.
Do that Doctor Strange shit on there. I got some pragmatic stuff for our listeners. Before I get into some of that, hard tease. I know.
Tampa Bay Vapors. There you go. Ooh.
For those that need to see, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook page doing our Facebook Live for this one, and then Vimeo. We got to figure it out. LinkedIn Live. I gotta give someone a 20 over there or something.
PayPal it.
Yeah, we got to get our buddy Rob Cressy and see what he did. I go, what did you do? And don't tell me you just submitted online because we already did that. And I don't ask anybody anymore, like stuff I can Google really quick.
Yeah.
One of the best lessons, I've said it on the show a bunch. I'll repeat it my whole life. We live in an era of Google, right? So if you don't do a cursory search on anything ever before asking someone, if you don't know something, you take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes to some people is like way too much time.
I mean,
everybody calls me impatient. I'm impatient for people's computer impatience.
It's just the thing the Facebook, like, I need a recommendation for this. Go. Okay.
That's how you call that out. That's funny.
It's just like
that's a chick move though. That's more chicks do that. They're
well,
like,
yeah, but it's just like
I need.
I currently need attention, and also don't feel like Googling anything.
But the go in the copy is like a call to action of like mush.
I know.
Do it now.
Get to it.
People do things for me and go.
Oh, I'll just drop what I'm doing now. Okay, then. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, guys are dumb, and we'll be like, "Oh, what do you need? You're kind of hot."
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So I'm thirsty for Facebook comments. Maybe you'll get me laid.
Yeah.
So I do like answering all the recommendations I see on Facebook because I like to help.
I know.
But I like to help other businesses. That's how you #69B2B. One thing I'm already pissed about for the year 2020 is the branding that comes out that is something to the degree of Our vision.
Our vision
This is
is
2020.
clear. Let's realign your vision. Our vision for the future.
I'm already trying to see if we can do a campaign to make fun of that with the new
we'll get out
gig
ahead
I'm
of
with.
it. Yeah, we'll get out ahead of it and then
kind of
maybe
make
put it
fun
into
of
all
how
it.
corny that is and how we can do real creative brand messaging.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a pretty funny campaign for this year.
How much do you think a Ray Charles lookalike would cost?
Excuse me?
We'll talk about it off air. Never
Jamie
mind.
Foxx?
Ray Charles?
Yeah.
Lookalike.
Yeah, right.
Not Jamie Foxx. I know who can afford him. Nothing. Never mind.
What are you
I'm being creative.
You
Just
starting
we'll
up the
talk about
chitlin
it.
circuit again? What are you doing?
We'll talk about it after.
A Diet Pepsi
I don't
commercial?
want somebody stealing our idea.
All right, cool. Oh, yeah. Let's save that for offline. Yeah, man. So I'm already pre-pissed about corniness of it's going to be a lot of politicians that are going to use that some form of 2020, and everybody's going to not like it. Like that's something we're all going to get behind.
Yeah, that
Like, it's
really
gonna be
could be
fucked out before
a
it starts.
uniting factor.
Right?
The uniting factor we need. Bad marketing. Just stop being lazy.
Like year 2000 stuff was really lazy too, and it's almost right. It's going to be right there with Got Milk and Got Plumbing. Like,
Right.
you know, when you see that, you're like, come on, dude, that's so lazy.
Beaten into the ground.
Yeah, God, and you're like, come on, dude, you got the whole Bible to
Got
work
got.
with. You got the
Got
whole
got.
New Testament and
Right.
Old Testament, depending
Yeah.
on what you're about.
What's your feelings on people who put the little Jesus fish on their business signage?
I hate it.
Me too. I do too.
I was telling
We're
my
just grumpy.
pastor the other. No. I've thought about it a lot.
I actually have too.
I've thought about it like my whole life probably. I think if you really want to represent Christianity in your business, I don't think putting Christian as an adjective on your company name or brand name, unless you're literally a Christian bookstore only. Like
Right.
you only have Christian books, but
The Christian
even then you could get a lot better. Like you could call it the Book of Job or something, Books of Jobs, or I don't know, something like that. You could get there's a lot to work with.
Like a
if we're talking about
business.
procuring some witty shit,
Book of Jobs.
yeah, like or Deuteronomy's dude layer of
Yes.
books.
Yes.
But I'm saying like my big thing is like you're a Christian counseling center. Why can't you just be a counseling center?
Right. Well,
To me, it feels like they take advantage of people that are really struggling with their faith and are kind of sheeple-ish. And
or they're not, or they are locked into that faith.
well, I mean, in that part of their life, they are very sheeple-esque. Like
Yeah.
they will follow whatever, right?
That's
So-
their tiebreaker.
But my thing about
Fish or no fish.
I was always because when you went to Catholic high school, as did I. We went to rival schools, but
Oh yeah.
I felt like I learned a lot on how to hate on Christianity because
mean-
I was really good at our Eastern and Western religion classes. Like no effort. I just absorbed it all because I thought it was interesting.
It is. It's all very interesting for sure. If you look at it from
Jingoism,
yeah.
cool. What is that?
third party, objective
Taoism?
Look at it.
And people say Taoism. You gotta say Tao, bro.
Yeah.
Or you're not in.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is like Christianity in my head was always be the leader, like servant leadership. We've
Yeah.
talked about it on the show and we've talked about it from actually a Mormon CEO, the CEO of JetBlue and former CEO of JetBlue, now CEO of whatever basically the Southwest of Brazil and South America now. He basically took that model and applied it over there because he was the CEO of Southwest before JetBlue, then South America. And he talks about servant leadership on a podcast called How This Got Built, or How We Built This, the NPR business podcast.
Gotcha.
Servant leadership's about being that kind of person, that boss, that president, that C-suite executive. Maybe you're just a manager. You're the one that stays 5 minutes after. You clean up your desk. You clean up shit on the ground that's not yours. You clean the microwave in the goddamn kitchen that no one does.
Yeah.
That fucking asshole that brings fish and puts it in there.
I know.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Get a goddamn life. And so stinks up the joint.
I know. Gotta get rid of this guy.
But even then, you bring dryer sheets, put them in the kitchen. Be
Yeah.
that person that does a little bit more, and it can have. I think energy can be contagious like that, positive and negative.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And so servant leadership's like a lot of Mormons go, hey, we kind of practice what we preach in a way.
Yeah.
A lot of them are very successful because they don't have all these other vices getting in the way.
The egos are not what a lot of egos are.
It's like why Howard Hughes used to hire them all.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you guys don't drink, you don't smoke, and you're not fundamentalist Mormon, so like you're not doing the polygamy thing because that's got to be a time suck.
You're hired.
Yeah, like you don't lie, you're
Yeah.
scared to lie.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a smart move by me. But if I'm looking at Howard Hughes, even though he's went nuts, he was a brilliant guy. So my thing is like putting Christian in front of anything. I already hate it. You're already in. You're negative 10
It's
points.
just so. It's just so ironic and like hypocritical. That like. It's like there's a story of Jesus going into the temple and flipping over the thing. So they were doing money. It's like you're using God to make money, basically.
Yeah,
You're kind of just playing to the the masses that'll use it as a tiebreaker.
I talked to my pastor. I talked to my pastor about this not even 2 weeks ago. I went on a rant for 20 minutes about this.
He must love you.
She. Way to go, buddy. Pastor Kathy Connor, shout out.
New Age.
It's actually husband and wife pastor combo, baby. Who got them there? Who's got them up to date with the Mevo camera like us and doing live? Now we just got to work on getting that audio fixed for them. So what's it called? So I'm donating a little bit of time over there to help them out with that kind of nerd stuff. I think I'm a faith by service kind of guy, and I do like doing stuff with my hands. I think you do too. Like,
sure.
We have Thanksgiving coming up. It's good to. They always have too many people to like do a lot of stuff here at the Metropolitan Ministries. Is kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
To like feed people and stuff. They're like, we got way too many people volunteering for that. But I'm like, man, Habitat for Humanity. There's something like cathartic that you use your hands. It's problem solving in a non-keyboard way.
Yeah.
Since we're keyboard soft now, but. Yeah, I hate Christian, any business Christian before it.
I know.
I feel like you're taking advantage of the rudderless.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, well, I'll buy here.
I know.
Look,
and there's nobody complaining about it but us, and nobody wants to hear about it. It's just like, because the people that are going to them are like, well, that's my Christian brother. Like, why would I care?
In a weird way, by saying fuck any store that says Christian in their... We're more Christian even by saying fuck those Christian stores.
Yes.
Any retail store that has Christian in front of it that is not specifically selling stuff that's just Christian, right?
Right.
We're a
Christian surfboards.
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, what do those have to do? Are they going
off
arc?
The side? Can we? Do they have to have the wings to make it look like a cross, or can we get rid of those?
Yeah. Is it a crucifix? Because that's a new kind of design I don't know about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I like where your head's at with that. I like that you asked a question. I don't think you've asked a question in like 10 episodes.
What?
I don't think.
Just sit here and snidely.
Well, no, I think not our studio situation. We kind of look like a snuff film as I'm watching us play back right now. Not that I know what that is.
I don't even know how to fix that.
No, I think the cameras are too high, so it makes us look like we're like
yes.
That Chris Kattan, Molly Shannon, goth sketch.
I don't remember that one.
Welcome to the public access show.
I thought you were gonna say the one where he's like acts like a monkey.
Oh no, I don't have the energy.
I guess it's anything Chris Kattan. He's a little tiny guy.
Right. So, I got some stuff that's a little pragmatic. I wanted to go over. Before I go over that, I'm gonna keep throwing that out there. I do need some help with a couple of other things. These are kind of flex problems. I'm trying to figure these out at night. We were just talking about like, I think it's important that I think it's good that you did that Tampa Bay Vapor thing. A lot of people would be like, wow, what a waste of time. I think that's like our Sudoku. That's our crossword puzzle. And we wait to do that kind of creative stuff at night when it's kind of like, I don't really want to do like a spreadsheet in Excel or whatever. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to do like hard work, but I want to kind of get a creative mind going.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
that could be used for something.
Right,
Who knows?
exactly. And even if it's not, there's something to using that part of your brain that clears out other parts of your brain. Like
jokes or puzzles. I mean
jokes, anything like writing.
I mean that's a joke. It's
anything that you're creating in your own mind.
It's a 5 of a joke, but it's
Right.
good. I mean,
Yeah, but it still works in your brain.
look, my joke that I tried to do the other night, episiotomy. It sounds like an Italian dish at Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's a 3. That's like
Say with Italian accent. Episiotomy.
I did talk. I need to get the audio from Monday night. I did talk to people who I thought were German whispering while I was on stage, and I thought they were plotting. Turned out to be Italians that looked German, and then
What did you?
and then it got
World War III? What were they plotting?
Dude, look. I'm on stage and there's 2 people talking right in front of it's like one of those things where everybody can kind of see them.
Kills this one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He looked like Dieter. One of the guys looked like Dieter. And so he's like, he looked like Eurotrash from the 90s. Like, and then
Good.
talking to this chick, and there's another chick next to him. And then, but it was one of those like riffs that I did with them where I was like, okay, I can still do this. Because I bombed shit the last time I got on stage. I bombed so bad, friend of the program, Matt Fernandez, lit me early.
Whoa.
I haven't had that in a long time.
Wow.
I was in my own
How long
dome.
were you
I
supposed
was
to
like I was like Charlie on you guys like cheese?
Really?
Or I was like Sweet D, like
It was
Yeah,
only
no.
5 minutes?
no, I was doing 35.
Oh,
Friend,
okay.
Jacobs. Our friend Johnny B got up, crushed 10 minutes. This is at a brewery, so it's not that big of a deal. But it's like I get off stage, Johnny B has one of the best hates. He is the host of if you're in Tampa Bay, he's the host of 102.5 The Bone. He has a show on there. He
Newsflash, asshole!
he was like, I got off stage and I was like, oh, sweating, like flop sweat, and I'm like, I can hear the guys in the back too. This is the worst when you hear the comics like doing that shit, and they're like some of my best friends in comedy, so it's like fuck. And then I get off stage and Johnny B's like, oh, I thought you haven't done this for a while, and I was like, fuck you, dude. And I literally just walked out. I just walked out and went in my car and left. I didn't even stay. I was so fucking mortified.
What's
And that's-
funny, how long ago was this?
2 Saturdays ago?
I mean, we're pretty, you and I, we
Just
share
10 days ago?
almost everything.
I forgot
and
about
you
it.
didn't even tell
We
me
went to the
about
Bucks
it.
game the next day, and it
Yeah.
completely wiped away. Going to an NFL game, especially us two, going to a Bucks game with free tickets. Thanks, Amy Weber.
Amy.
You're the best. That wiped away every thought I had from the night before. You have to do it like an NFL cornerback, really. Is like, you have to forget. Like,
Yeah.
you just got burned.
Yeah.
But I got up, that was fun, and then it was Italian lesbians, and I was like, ooh, boy, we got some stuff to talk
Again,
about.
which way to go? Which way
I
do
know,
you
my
go?
brain's like, woo! So as long as they didn't say they were Christian, so, all right. I think that's the end of this episode.
All right.
Man,
What about my
I
sweat
didn't even
equity?
get to it.
Good.
I got a lot of stuff
Sweat
next
equity.
episode.
Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Be good, share this podcast out there.
What about my sweat equity?